What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dialogue with Dave. I know that my interviews are really long, so what I want to do is make some clips of some important parts that I found in each video. Please remember, like, subscribe, and comment the videos. Alright, let's get right into it. I want to get into these last couple questions are going to be mental training kind of related. So as much detail as you can, because this is something that a lot of people don't really know about. There's kind of a stigma with the word, sports psychology. And I want people to understand that there's nothing wrong with you. It's not like you're a sick person if you go and see a sports psychologist. You go to see a sports psychologist because you want to improve your mental game to improve your overall game.
Yeah.
So these questions I'm going to ask you, try to explain, because nothing that we're talking about, I'm not going to go, oh, Cole's sick. He's got mental problems. I'm going to ask you some of these questions and just go into detail and just be like, explain to people who are watching that, this is what I do, this is how I do it, this is kind of how I feel. Because maybe people feel the same as you, but they don't know, they never talked to anyone about it.
Personally, I don't understand the stigma because, as athletes, you train your muscles every day. Why don't you train your brain as well?
Yeah, that's actually something that's actually right out of the book.
Yeah.
Your brain you got to train your brain muscle.
And the mental part of a sport is actually one of the hardest.
Especially in an individual sport.
Tennis, it's brutal. It's the hardest part about tennis is the mental part of it.
So, this is something you were talking about. Where does your confidence come from?
My confidence really comes from the amount of time I put into it, repetitions. It's for me, I've done this before, type thing where
yes.
I know that I can do it.
People tell me their confidence comes from winning. I said, I get it. So if you lose, that means
You lose all your confidence.
you lose all your confidence.
No.
One thing that people don't get, and people haven't thought about, is when you lose a match, unless you lost 0-0 and you didn't win a single point, you literally won 0 points, then it's okay to have no confidence and be whatever. I don't really know if anyone's ever doing it. I don't know if anyone's ever had a golden match like that.
No.
So you're playing matches, and you're going to lose matches. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some.
Yep.
Hopefully you're winning more than you're losing. But when you lose, what are some of the things that you did well, right? Write down, even talk about, my second serve was really great today.
Yep.
Or,
Taking
perfect
the positives
example,
out of your match.
my backhand cross court was incredible. I've been working on it, and it was so good today.
No.
What let me down today was my volleys and my forehand.
I'm really glad you touched on that because after every single match, I go into the notes on my phone and I write exactly the score, the date, how I played, what I did well, what I did wrong, what I need to work on the next day coming out of the match.
And that's awesome because what you can do the next day is work on what you didn't do well.
Exactly.
And going all the way back to why don't you play with people who are worse than you, that gives you a chance to work on what you're not good at.
Exactly.
You're not going to go and play someone that's your level or better than you and do something that you're bad at. You're going to go and play with someone that's worse than you, that you can go and beat them with your forehand all day long, but your volleys sucked. So you're going to start volleying against him all the time.
And you want to put yourself in those situations.
So then when you do when you do your match play with someone that's your level or better than you, now you can throw that in there, and then you feel more confident in a match doing it.
100%.
And then it goes full circle. And that's awesome that you do that.
Yep.
That really is awesome. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I'm going to be posting more clips on my channel, so please show some support by subscribing, leaving a like, and